Have you ever thought about why less and less people are falling in love and less people are sustaining longer term relationships? The stats of marriage are worse than they've ever been. 56% of people get divorced. Of that 56%, 20 odd percent can't leave because they're financially constrained or there's children or whatever else the commitments are, which means that we have a very small percentage left of people that are hopefully in warm, nourishing, and committed relationships. And the reason that we are not falling in love and sustaining love anymore has all got to do with dopamine. And when I heard this, I was so surprised by it. You see, our brains have been wired for a world of scarcity. Back in the day, it took us a very long time to find food, and very long time to develop a relationship, and a very long time to get from point A to point B, and a very long time to cook your food. Today, with one flick of a button, you can order a date, you can order a meal, you can order a car, order a t-shirt from Italy, whatever the case may be, you can have it at a flick of a button. Which means that our brains now don't know what to do with all this incredible abundance and ease that's around us. And what has actually happened is that we've exhausted ourselves, fatigued ourselves to the point of not having the energy to fall in love, not having the energy to sustain love. And if you think about this, is that in a world of hyperabundance, what has happened to our brains is that we continuously seek out more and more and more dopamine. And as we seek out more and more dopamine, we don't realize that our brain is always looking for balance. And if our brain is always looking for balance and we keep squeezing more and more and more dopamine out of it, it's trying to balance it out so it can come to a homeostasis. But really what's happening is that we're becoming more and more depressed because we're not giving ourselves a break from the dopamine addiction that we are all chasing. And pretty much all of us are chasing it. And so we realize that what we have to do is we have to get to the point of fasting in our dopamine requirements. And a good way of doing that is obviously meditation, but also if you think about exercise, when you go and put yourself through a process of pain, again, your body and brain wants to balance itself out. So you get this endorphin rush because when you squeeze on pain, it has to balance itself out and give you more and more dopamine. So which means that you start to get this sort of rush after exercise. And so if you're going through a process of exercising and meditating and starving your brain of the dopamine requirements, what you literally start doing is start to give yourself more energy to fall in love and sustain love. It really just comes down to our world of hyperabundance around us that our brains aren't quite ready for. That's why it's imperative for us to be elevating our consciousness and our awareness and changing the hardware of our brains to be able to deal with everything that's happening. In the age of agentic thinking, which is now starting to come with AI becoming agents and reasoning and doing so many new tasks around us for us, this is going to become even tougher for us to do. So in order for us to love more, to feel more, to really enjoy more, we have to relax and do less, chase less, and almost come to the point of becoming happy with less so that we have the energy for the right things, for love, for relationships, and for sustained futures. Either way. Ciao from Dubai.